Doing a review for tonight's episode of Fear the Walking Dead. This would be episode 3 of season 2, entitled Ouroboros. I really didn't like tonight's episode. It wasn't bad, but it's just there wasn't a lot to it. It's we start out with this plane survived. There's been a plane crash, and this is from the web series Fear the Walking Dead, Flight 462. Which you'd see little bits of, one little part here during episodes of Walking Dead. So you follow that, you knew why the plane crashed, because they had walkers on it, and there'd been a shootout, and a hole got punched through the window. Anyway, we finally see some of the fate of two of the characters that were on that plane, and you follow them throughout that entire web series, and one of them's in the water. She's, searching for other people. She finds Jake. And he's all burned up and wounded. They get on a raft with 3 other guys, but one of them falls in the water and apparently got bit by a walker, so they had to put him down with an oar. And then they're still on the raft, the 4 of them. And this one guy who beat the other one to death with the oar, he's saying, hey, this guy's going to die, we got to throw him off. So he waits till everyone goes to sleep, try to kill Jake with the oar, but then Alex, that's the one other survivor who we've followed out through the entire web series. She kills that guy, throws him overboard, and then they keep floating around, and the last guy is like, hey, that kid's not doing well, we might as well put him down. And then Jake said it's okay, and then we go back to the Abigail with everyone on it, apparently sometime later, because there's a problem with the ship, and they realize something's stuck in the intake valve, and they wait till day, they go under it, and Travis finds the one survivor who was wearing the striped shirt, who was telling Alice, you need to put Jake down, he's stuck in it. And we see the wreckage of the plane that's been, strewn across this little part of land. So a few of them go to land, Nick, Alicia, Chris, and Daniel. Just to go root through suitcases and whatnot. They, of course, encounter walkers, and they meet up with Charlie, who's actually called Alex. In the web series, they called her Charlie. Now she's called Alex, or maybe they never called her Charlie. It's just everyone thought her name was. I don't know. Like I said, so they get off the island, and they find Jake, who's still in the raft and still alive and still dying. Strand's like, no, we can't take him on. Travis convinces them to tow the people. And at one point, Travis cuts the rope, leaving Alexis and Jake stranded in the water. And like I said, that's basically what happened tonight. There was a little side thing where Daniel had told Clark that Strand had plans to go to Mexico, and then Clark confronts him about that for some reason that, like, what do you mean we're going to Mexico? And it's like, why is that a problem? She had a problem with Strand, and they go arguing about going to Mexico, and then she goes and argues with Travis about it, and it's like, why is this a conflict? You gotta go somewhere. You can't just be, floating around the ocean all the goddamn time. A lot of the cities on the coast have been destroyed, the United States cities, so why wouldn't you go to Mexico? Where else are you going to go? You go all the way to Hawaii? But they tried to force that sort of idea of conflict on the show, and it just came out pointless. So they go to Mexico. At the end of the episode, that's basically where they're going. They're going to Mexico. Like I said, they had a few scenes with, walkers killing them off and whatnot, and it was cool. It's just, story-wise, not a lot happened tonight. Kind of boring. And that's what I thought of tonight's episode.